what happens if you cannot repay an overdrawn director's loan account? Well, it depends on whether the company is solvent or not. If the company is solvent, it can roll on the balance sheet for a period of time. You can pay the Section 455 tax. You might have to pay interest on the overdrawn balance, and the matter can roll on as long as the company remains solvent. You could potentially write it off. The Section 455 tax that the company pays would come back, but not for a period of time. You would then be assessed under Section 415 tax for income tax on your personal tax return in relation to any written-off balance. But if the company is insolvent and goes into liquidation, it's a whole different ball game entirely, and it really does need to be dealt with. And it cannot be ignored because it won't roll on, because instead of it being dealt with by you as the director of the company in a solvent case, the insolvency of the company crystallises the matter. It goes before the liquidator. It's the liquidator that has to deal with the overdrawn position, and you then have to sort it out, because the liquidator's not going to keep that liquidation open for years and years and years whilst you repay it. Now, what you can do, of course, is if you can't repay, you can negotiate with the liquidator and produce evidence to demonstrate the inability to repay. But that does not mean we're talking about cash in bank. If you've got equity in property, that is going to be a relevant consideration, depending on the extent, as to whether or not you're able to repay something to the liquidation. It's no good turning around to liquidator, for example, in respect of an overdrawn director's loan account of, say, $25,000, and you're sitting on £750,000 equity in a property. That's not going to be a suitable argument for somebody to say, oh, I can't repay. That's just simply not going to work, because the liquidator is unlikely to accept that you don't have the means to pay in those kind of situations. Questions, queries, concerns, give us a shout. We know insolvency inside out.